Welcome back to Your Carolina, presented by Ingalls. It's Monday, which means it's time for us to ask what you know good to community champion Rhonda Rawlings. Today, we're discussing a very important topic, which is something that more people should talk about. Good to see you, Rhonda.
Good to see you too. And we know that May is National Mental Health Awareness Month, and it is really true that your health is your wealth, and a lot of people don't pay attention to their mental health.
Yeah.
Or they feel a little bit insecure about asking for help. And I'm really glad that this program and this event with Dr. Asa Briggs is bringing that to the forefront. So he's going to talk a little bit about that.
And Dr. Asa has been here before.
Yes, I have.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. I was reading your bio over the weekend. I was like, my Lord, what a bio. So you're highly esteemed.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm born and raised in Inner East, South Carolina. I think that's important for me to note and highlight. Went to Clemson University, majored in political science, had no aspirations of being in healthcare at all. And ended up at Vanderbilt and then subsequently at Yale University. And got
a small college known as Yale.
Just a small college up north. And so really excited to be back home and lending my expertise and my voice to the importance of mental health and wellness in the community.
And a lot of people are, of course, starting to talk about it. Your whole career is based around this, so people have been talking about it for a while, but now it's becoming more of a thing that people say, I have a therapist, I talk to my therapist.
Right. Yeah.
You guys have this event that's coming up that will allow some other people to be around the table to talk about this.
That's right.
Why is that so important?
So May 29th, I think Mental Health Awareness Month is really important, and we're having it at Sterling Center. And so I think that Sterling is one of those communities where African Americans have lived historically. It was a school during the integration period, and so having that conversation there I think is important. So inviting our partnership with Prisma and Bold and the Parish House and obviously Briggs Psychiatry, we believe that this conversation is important because people need access to really good quality mental health services, and they need to hear it from people who are in their community.
And the big conversation around that is like, black people, we don't go to therapy. We don't talk about those types of things. That's the big kind of like, stigma.
Exactly. So what happens in this house stays in this house. That's what we've historically been told. But those conversations need to happen outside the house because mental health is one of the most important things that I think an individual can be engaged in. And so when we miss those opportunities, it subsequently impacts the entire person, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Wow. And so what are some of the top 3 tips that you tell people to keep control of their mental health?
So one of the things I always say is it's okay to ask for help, right? So it's never an occasion where if you need help, you shouldn't ask for it. The next thing is I think it's important to have a good, healthy diet, right? So you are what you eat, and so thinking about ways in which we can engage our mental health by making sure that we take care of our diet. Good exercise. You just had a segment before this talking about the importance of exercise. You don't need to do it 2 to 3 times a day, right? Or 2 to 3 hours at a time.
A walk.
Something moderate, right? And then sleep. Sleep hygiene, I think, is so important. Just making sure that you get a really good night's sleep. Because if you don't have good sleep, then your mental health does suffer.
Like they say, you can't pour from an empty cup.
That's right.
As they say, right? So give us the details of this event one more time.
Yeah, so May 29th, it's at Sterling. It's at, I think, 113 Minor Street.
Yep.
And I think the flyer's on the screen. And just from 6 to 8 p.m., come out and hear about what is happening in the mental health space, hearing from educators, hearing from trauma-informed specialists and individuals in our community who really care. And I really want to underscore this work is only possible by the Urban League and our Prisma Health partner. And so you're going to hear more about that in the future, but this is one of those events that you really want to be a part of.
Awesome. That event, Mental Health Matters, coming up on May 29th at the Sterling Community Center. Address on your screen from 6 until 8. And Dr. Asa, if people that want to contact you through your organization, how can they get in touch with you?
So my phone number is 864-748-3939 or Briggs Psychiatry. BriggsPsychiatry.org.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you, Rhonda, for giving us the good news on this Monday.